morning, my lovely. How's your Wednesday?
Yeah, not bad. Having boat meetings at the moment and...
Having bouncy. Bashing upwind. Again!
We're doing some weather planning today. We're halfway through our trip. Just looking at the approach to Fiji, and there's some big weather.
It's forming lots of storms and heavy rain and nasty stuff, isn't it?
If we head to Tuvalu, then it is going to make it really complicated to get onto Fiji because of all the immigration and COVID stuff. The best option that we can see is that we're going to heave to or stop the boat. So we're just working out whereabouts to do that. Towards the end of the week is when the weather system's due to clear, and possibly there is going to be a whole load of northerlies off the back of it, which will greatly improve our approach to Fiji.
So it's putting another 7 or 8 days on our journey in total?
Yeah, it's going to be just under 3 weeks at sea.
Rather that than have to sail into this big storm, though, that's just not sensible in our opinion.
Look, we're fortunate now we've got the tools that we can see at sea that there's something developing. We've also been talking to a few people on shore.
Thank you, Tim and Sandy.
Yeah, Tim and
also Andrew. Thank you very much indeed. We've been getting some emails from people who've got access to better weather forecasting than we've got out here. Predict wind is great, but they've got better tools at their fingertips.
And everyone is in agreement that there's a lot of weather coming, and we should just keep out of it. So that's what we're going to do.
I'm Jo, and this is Rob, and we live on board our floating home Double Trouble. To follow our adventures, please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be notified of future episodes.
So we've had enough of crashing around. We're having a couple of hours off. We have basically put the boat into the wind, heaved to kind of, just brought the heady in, lashed the wheel over to the leeward side, and we're just bobbing around. But Rob's going to make some water. Hurry, the Honda generator is out. Our beloved Rain Man is on the back step, and Rob is going to turn salt water into fresh water. Noisy, noisy! Water making! Are we full?
Pretty much. Overflowing. It's good.
Looks vaguely obscene if you stand on it.
Yeah. Get the angle right.
We're rolling around. We're not going anywhere, and it's quite lovely on board, I have to say. Wednesday evening. And it's been a bit of a decision-making day today. There's a massive system sitting between us and where we want to be. We've made the decision today, after much soul-searching, to basically slow the boat right down. But we're going to heave to probably 200 miles above Tuvalu and just keep out of all the nasty weather. We will make our way down towards Fiji on the back of the system once all the storms and the nasty crap is out of the way. We have a rule on the boat: if we don't have to go out in it, we won't go out in it. But obviously we're out here already, but we don't have to sail into it if we can see it coming. So that means probably another 5 or 6 days at sea, longer than we planned, but that's okay. We've got plenty of food on board, plenty of fuel. We've made some more water today while we hove to. It's nice and calm. So yeah, we're getting to it. We've got loads of movies, podcasts, books. It's just going to be interesting, as I say, heaving to and seeing how much we drift, but it's also going to be quite nice getting some rest at night, not from bashing up wind at night, and just settling the boat down and just having some rest. So that's been our day. It's been quite a big day, quite a big decision-making day. And it's 6 o'clock now, and Rob is having a wee snooze. We're going to have dinner in about an hour, and that's about as exciting as our evening is going to be, hopefully. So while I've been lounging on the sofa,
Yeah.
i.e. on watch, you have been extraordinarily busy, haven't you? We've seen the muesli bars that you've made, but you're still going.
Yeah, I'm on a bit of a mission. I don't know if I've just got like the halfway through the trip, and I had a pretty good sleep last night, like 4 hours instead of 2, so...
You got 6 hours.
Okay, I got 6 hours sleep. I've got some lentils that I'm cooking here, and some pumpkin that we needed to cook, so I'm roasting that with some roast potatoes. So for lunch we're doing some pui lentils.
Poo lentils, as we like to call them.
The pumpkin, and then we've got some sun-dried tomato and jarred bell pepper stuff. So
We know how to live on Double Trouble.
Yep.
The only problem being that it's 31 degrees in here, and it's now probably 41 degrees here.
Yeah.
You're dripping slightly.
I am. I'm quite moist.
Keep up your fluids, darling. Good work.
Thank you. How's your lunch?
Yes, my lunch is delicious, thank you. Thank you very much for cooking.
Alright, not bad for rabbit food, eh?
Yeah, not bad for crap.
Had a pretty cruisy day today. Nice, consistent 14 knots of breeze. We're reefed. There hasn't really been much to keep track of. We just check every 15-20 minutes that things are still all good. I think we're planning on stopping again tonight maybe. Just chilling out. We've still got about probably 36 hours of delay that we need to account for. Still got some uncertainty in the weather because it's still just a little too far out. So yeah, just taking it easy, and it's beautiful out here.
Thursday evening on board Double Trouble, and we have another delightful sunset.
So pretty.
Not shabby, eh?
We have a bit of a squall in front of us, and then this is the system that we're avoiding. Oh, and we've also got a fishing boat as well. Fishing vessel near south 0326, west 17942. This is sailing vessel Double Trouble, sailing vessel Double Trouble. So this is what happens when you have no AIS. There's a ship just in front of us on the port side. I can see his lights, I can't see his running lights. I have put on some working lights at the back of the boat. I have shone our torch at the sails. We have seen a couple of vessels out here. We think they're fishing. They have no identification, so no way of people tracking them. It looks like we're not on a collision course the way that the boat is moving. But it would be really good to have a chat with him and just confirm it all. 306 Oriong, 306 Oriong. This is sailing vessel Double Trouble, Double Trouble. I've had a look. Fortunately, there's a moon out, and I can see his green. So he is now passing in front of us. So I am going to slow the boat down. I've tried heading him twice on channel 16, no answer. I can't really judge his distance. He's probably a mile or two away. I've taken some avoiding action so that we aren't closing too close to him. Just gonna wait 5 or 10 minutes, let him get out of the way, and then we'll just pass behind him. Fortunately, we're not in a rush, so we'll just bob around for 15-20 minutes and then carry on.
5:35 on Friday morning. I'm on the helm, and it has been a wild and woolly night. It's still blowing at the moment. We're getting 21 knots, but that's fine. But it's just been squall after squall after squall after squall. At the moment we're actually hove to. We're not going anywhere. We both needed to get some sleep, and it was just too bouncy and too rough to be pounding into it. We need to go slowly anyway. That's not a problem. We're avoiding the weather going on to Fiji. Rob on his shift dodged I think about 3 or 4 fishing boats. One was coming straight for us, held them on the radio to find out where they were going. There's never any reply from them. We can only assume that ones that haven't got AIS are out here doing something that they shouldn't be doing. Interesting to know where they're taking their catch in and out of, given the fact that all of the countries around here are all in lockdown. But that's a story for another day. The sun is just starting to come up to the east there, and we are going to bob around for a good few hours, and then we'll start to sail again today. Hopefully this squall line might have cleared. Strangely enough, we've not had any rain. All they've done is bring really horrible winds. So yeah, the boat could actually do with a wash, but we haven't had any rain. Yeah, so I don't know enough about the weather to know why you get a load of black cloud and it just brings wind and no rain. Maybe I should learn. Right, enough waffle. I think I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea.
What's just happened, Joe?
Oh, we just had a big whale come up in front of the boat. It looked like a humpback. I got very, very excited, as I normally do. I just turned off the wind to make life a bit more comfortable, and there he was. I don't know where he's gone though. How far ahead is he?
A couple hundred metres at least. Off the port side there's a couple of blows. Nice spotting, Joe. Looks like they're travelling through quite quickly. Hailing vessel at south 0408, west 17928. This is sailing vessel Double Trouble. You are situated 5 miles from our position, confirming that you can see us on AIS, over. We're a few hundred miles north of Tuvalu, and in the last 24 hours we have seen probably a fishing vessel every couple of hours. There is heaps of them out here. Some of them have AIS. The guy in front of us doesn't, which I don't quite know how that works if he's catching fish and no one's monitoring what he's catching. There's going to be a wheel off there somewhere. So we've tried to hail him and he isn't answering. On our radar we've got the ability to track targets, make an active target via the radar, so I've done that. And from that we've derived his course and speed. And I've worked out, now that we can see him on the horizon as well, that we're just going to bear away, let him carry on, and we'll pass behind him. But yeah, lots of boats out here. You've got to keep a very watchful eye. We haven't seen any fish life out here either, so you've got to wonder. Oh, we did see 2 whales actually this morning, off in the distance, but no dolphins and no other fish or workups or anything really. The other thing with these fishing boats, they know about coral regs, but they also have these superstitions. They always feel like they need to leave the demons behind them and pass them on to the next boat, so they will do whatever they can to get in front of you and sort of cut across so that they can offload their demons onto the passing boat, which in our case would be us, because we've just had to change course to go behind. So yeah, that's another factor that we need to consider, where we might have slightly erratic behaviour that don't really match with what we expect from a coral reg perspective. It's all fun on the water. There's something very fishy going on. We have 4 targets, 3 AIS and 1 that I've picked up visually and then confirmed with radar. All big fishing boats, all heading in an easterly direction. We're surrounded pretty much. Lots of fishing boats in this stretch of water. We are a couple of 100 miles north of Tuvalu, sort of east of the Kiribati group. So I'm not sure where the home base for these guys is. It's scary how many fishing boats are here. A glorious evening. Started off really windy today and a bit bouncy, and it's lightened off a little bit, so now there's a bit more of a gentle roll. We're making good time and there isn't a cloud in the sky, so here's hoping that we don't have too many squalls tonight. We had one of the busiest nights of the trip so far last night with fishing boats and squalls. We are after an easy life this evening. It's the middle of the night. Just coming up 20 to 1 in the morning. We had a little bit of a blustery time as the moon came up, and now it's just stunning out here. There's a few light fluffy clouds. We've had fairly consistent breeze at about 12 knots, and for the first night it's actually really calm on the boat, so hopefully Joe is catching up on some sleep. It's just nice and relaxing, which is great actually.
We've got dolphins, and I got wet. How lovely. First dolphins of the trip, Saturday morning, as the sun is coming up. It's a good start to Saturday. I'm a little bit damp. Hello?
Thank you so much for watching. Please leave us a comment and give us a thumbs up below if you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to support our adventures, you can buy us a coffee over on our Ko-fi website, and the link is in the description below.